Hello and welcome to another video. My name is Boxiest, and today we are going to continue the What If series. What if events had gone differently? And in this What If, we're going to change the history of Cobra Kai. What if Hawk confessed during the events of Cobra Kai Season 2? So in this timeline, the events of Cobra Kai Season 2 would still happen. Hawk and the other Cobras would still trash the Miyagi-Do dojo in this timeline, and they would still steal the Medal of Honor. Daniel would still find out, and he would still confront Johnny. So Daniel would still go to the Cobra Kai dojo. He would still accuse Johnny of vandalizing his dojo. Daniel would still say that the doors to Miyagi-Do were wide open, and in this timeline, Hawk would feel guilty over what Daniel said. So Hawk would speak up, and he would confess to vandalizing Miyagi-Do. Johnny and Daniel would be surprised, and Miguel would be mad at Hawk. The rest of the Cobras involved would be watching Hawk, but they wouldn't confess. Hawk would say it was only him, and that Johnny and the rest of Cobra Kai weren't involved. Johnny would approach Hawk, and he would be mad, and he would tell Hawk to get out of his dojo. The rest of the dojo would be surprised. Hawk would start walking out of Cobra Kai, and he would give the medal to Daniel, and he would apologize. So Hawk would leave Cobra Kai, and the rest of the dojo would be left speechless. Johnny would apologize to Daniel for Hawk's actions. Daniel would calm down, and he would apologize to Johnny for jumping to conclusions. So Daniel would leave the Cobra Kai dojo, and the events of Cobra Kai Season 2 would carry on. The next day, Miyagi-Do would be rebuilding their dojo. This is when some of the former Cobra Kai students would show up. Daniel would be surprised to see them, and they would say they remembered what Daniel had said, and they would also say that they wanted to learn Miyagi-Do. Daniel would be happy, so Miyagi-Do would get more students in this timeline. The season would carry on. Miguel would want to talk to Johnny, and he would say that he might have gone too hard on Hawk, but Johnny would tell him that those kinds of actions weren't accepted in Cobra Kai, and the two dojos would continue their training. The fight at Coyote Creek would still happen in this timeline, but without Hawk and Cobra Kai, Raymond would never flip the script and become Stingray, and Miguel would end up winning the Red vs. Black challenge at Coyote Creek. Johnny would still kick Kreese out of Cobra Kai, and those events would carry on. Moon's party would still happen in this timeline, but Miyagi-Do and Cobra Kai would go their separate ways. Hawk would still show up at the party. Hawk would ask Miguel to convince Johnny to let him back in. Sam wouldn't be drunk in this timeline, and the rest of the party would be uneventful. The school fight wouldn't happen in this timeline, so Miyagi-Do and Cobra Kai would go their separate ways. Johnny would continue training his Cobra Kais, and the events of Season 3 would be pretty uneventful. Eventually, Kreese would come back, and he would retake Cobra Kai, so Johnny would form Eagle Fang in this timeline, and Miguel, Aisha, and Tori would go with him, so Eagle Fang and Cobra Kai would have a rivalry. Kreese would track down Hawk, and he would invite him to rejoin Cobra Kai. And that is where I'm going to end this What If. Thank you guys for watching. What do you guys think would have happened if Hawk confessed during the events of Cobra Kai Season 2? Let me know in the comments below. YouTube lets me know that the majority of you are not subscribed, so if you guys could subscribe, that would be much appreciated. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure to like this video, subscribe, and turn on post notifications. And I'll see you guys next time.